Alrighty, welcome back to the Long Dark, to my Naked and Afraid series. Now, we just ran into this cabin in the far corner, I think. I think that sounds about right. Just got a little bit of microphone adjusting to do here. So, what is going on with us? We have some food, which is good. We have not a lot of health, and we are not very tired. We got 5 liters of water. So I'm guessing hydration is not going to be one of our problems. Now, let's just tear one of those up and see if anything gets any brighter. No, it does not. Alright, so we're not really wanting for matches. We got torches galore, so let's just light one of these. Oh, looking at the roof. Okay, so already I can see a can of soda. 0%, but we should be able to drink it with impunity. Never got sick off a soda yet. Sewing kit. Right. Oh, we'll grab that piece of fur anyway. Nothing else under there. Not sure we'll bother with a fire. Give ourselves a little bit of a look in here. Ooh, wool ear wrap.
Needs this anymore.
But we're a naked person, so I guess that just stays there for the next next guy. 'Tis a shame. We take up that slot quite nicely. All right. Probably is a bit of a waste of a torch though, because we only have 4 sticks and a few other things, but we might have to light another one if we want to do anything in the dark. Now, going to definitely have to stumble around in the dark to get into that bed when we want. It is back that way. I feel like there should be more stuff hiding here somewhere. Oh well. Yeah, we are not tired enough by any stretch. That will require light. I guess we just try and fumble around in the dark for a while. Somewhere in this corner, yeah, there we go, there's a crate. Now, it's almost morning, but I think what we should do, yeah, I think I might just sleep for a few hours. Now, I want to try and find my way into that bedroom if I can. What the hell am I even looking at here? There's a chair in the corner. That's probably the fireplace. Somewhere here should be a doorway. What are you? Trunk. Completely the other way. Excuse me while I fumble around in the dark. Fireplace. Doorway. There we go. And then there should be a bed here. So what I'll probably do is drink that soda, to sleep for a couple of hours. Probably won't get even that, but hopefully it'll be close to morning. Almost. I think we might need a little bit of a rest up day here to get a bit more of our sleep for one more hour. We'll get tired during the day, do a bunch of things close by. I'll try and have a big sleep during the night with a full stomach. Alrighty.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
Alright, so stump remover, we don't really need it, but gather it anyway. Ah, nothing in the firewood bin. That is such a rip-off. Alright.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Let's do a little bit of hurrying. Ruined. More ruined. Damn. Alright, let's go back inside. Before we lose too much. Right. There was a bit of a laggy footstep noise outside that I was just pondering as I stepped in, going, oh, is there something else behind this hut that I didn't know about, or was it just my own footstep noises lagging behind? Alright, what can we do? So if we get desperate enough to eat something, so we are not cooking 5. If we were cooking 5, we absolutely could have eaten those. We can cook some of them up on a fire for the cooking skill, but it's not going to get us to level 5. But if we had been cooking some of these along the way, perhaps, you know, perhaps we could have dodged that bullet. What weight are we? We're 38, so we need to drop some weight anyway. It's not something I do. Although, strange tactics does spring to mind. And I'll light this fire, and then I'll tell you all about it. So I have a day to waste. I have bad food, and I need to get exhausted.
Why didn't that work?
So it's kind of leading me to the idea of deliberately getting food poisoning and using up the bad food.
Come on.
To sleep for 10 hours. Thing is that you don't wake up exhausted at the end of that, do you? You wake up actually fully rested. You can sleep for 10 hours, but you don't get exhausted. So maybe that doesn't work quite how I was thinking in my head. I need to think about that. Oh. So I'm not sure if you can actually put them on the fire as is. Let me just check that. Oh, it looks like you can actually. Ruined. So I know when you get food poisoning you can just sleep, but I don't think you wake up any tireder. Because we have, you know, ways of dealing with the food poisoning. We would have to just pretty much go straight to bed. Wouldn't get any healing done there, but if you wake up in the night time and you're tired, but I don't think you wake up tired, which is the flaw in the plan. But you'd be one day further along and you wouldn't be any worse off. So I don't know. Not sure we need to waste any more. So short story is, I don't know if that's a good tactic or not. We're actually going to put all of this stuff that we don't really need in here. So we've still got 3 marine flares, which is great for what I got in mind for this character. I'm actually thinking of trying to drop, get out of this area, escape from this zone, get back through Mystery Lake, go to the ravine, and hopefully visit Bleak Inlet from the top area, find the code, and get back in. It seems like a good aspiration for this naked and afraid character. And yeah, probably what I should have done. Actually, I might just quickly chuck 2 sticks there. Do we actually have... I haven't got full ones. Damn it. I thought I might have been able to. I don't think I got anything I can make up either. We'll just check that. No, they're only small. I was trying to make up a tea. All good. Just wasted a couple of things. Yeah, so they'll still be ruined. They'll still be at 0. Got a little cooking point for them, hopefully. I didn't actually look. Part of the weight will be because
Something's gotta go.
we have heaps of water. But yeah, I think I need a little bit more health to get out of this zone than what I'm currently got. There's a whole stand of birch over there. It's a ridiculously cold zone. Get through this little bit. Alright. Not sure if I'll bring them with me. Might do. But need to keep warming up. Still tempted to do a little 10-hour trick, but I don't think that really works the way I think it works, and I'll also be wasting time through an entire night. So, I'll pass time for an hour. Well, just till we warm up, actually. It is ridiculously cold in this area. Oh, there's lots of reishi here at least. That's good. Probably need to make a bunch of teas. I think we're going to need them for the warming buff. That is for sure. Not sure if there's any cattails back up there, but well, go warm up. Check back on them in a moment.
Can't feel my hands.
So not only is it a very cold zone, it's a really loud zone too. So I think we should be doing stuff like this to warm up. Burns a lot more calories, but it also helps us get a little bit more tired, because we're not getting tired very quickly. A bit more sprinting perhaps. In fact, we'll just quickly drop all those because it was heavy. I want to check what's up on that bridge. How are we off? 3 stones. Wouldn't mind some more for dealing with the wolves potentially. Nothing any good back here. Oh, a couple of cattails. Well, is there a cave back there? Is that just a graphic problem? That's just a graphics problem. It looks like there might have been a thing back there, but I don't actually believe it. Oh, hello, Mr. Deer. You would be relevant to my interests. Maybe that's what I heard the footsteps of. I only got 3 of you arrows, so... Don't make me freeze out here for this. I wonder if I should chase him up closer to the hut, maybe. Ah, missed the bugger. Alright, we gotta warm up. Straight over the back of his head. Well, hopefully he's still there when we come back out. Okay. That deer would be a good little calorie boost. Where did you go, Mr. Deer? There you are. Damn it! Those arrows are not dropping.
To escape this cold.
Straight past. Wow, that bounced a long way back. This deer is going to be the death of me.
Never felt so cold in my life.
I've hit him. Taking cold damage. Hopefully he turns around, comes back and doesn't keep running that way. I can't really afford to chase that deer. Oh well. Oh, where's the house? Went past it. Completely the wrong direction. Oh. Okay. Only archery 4. Thought that might have had a chance of taking out the deer, but oh well. So we can't afford to lose too much more. I think I'm actually just going to eat a couple of these cattails. Save those for tonight. I just don't want to throw extra bad condition. Drop one more. Look, we'll just go a bit heavy. See if we can find that deer.
So hungry in my life.
Looks like it'd be a good day for crows, but not really hearing any. And I don't want to go too far that way. Now that might be someone up top, not the deer I'm looking for. Something else that way. Okay, so there is a deer over there. That's crows up top, I think. Oh, maybe not. Oh no, this might be a different deer. Oh, that's my deer. So there's a second carcass over the other side. Now this is a little bit close to where the deers live. Not the deers live, the wolves live, so...
Can't feel my feet.
Alright. Let's get this cranked up quickly.
So cool. Turned out pretty well.
No. He's just going to get over that. Wow, not by a lot. Let's just get a small piece off there. Drop it as quick as we can. There's a few of them around. I'll be done in 11 minutes. I think they're actually up there, those ones.
Something to eat.
Go eat that. Now, hopefully that doesn't attract any of these timber wolves just around the corner. So far so good. Trying to drop that then, but it wouldn't let me drop it anywhere. And you're stinky while you're moving those things around, so 2 hours on that. Wind's trying to come along. Alright. This fire's about to blow out pretty shortly. I'm going to have to leg it, carrying a bunch of meat. 3 minutes.
My fingers feel numb.
Well, I was still holding a few bits then. I didn't drop a couple. That was a bit silly. Might have been attracting a couple. Still nobody. So that's obviously the climb down just there. And we have a rope from the other end. I wonder if I just go back now, I pick all this up and I leg it. Try and outrun some wolves.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Helps if you don't crouch. Well, into a headwind is always going to be fun as well. Probably with wolves on my tail right now. Oh, that headwind, hey? Really trying it on.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
This is feeling like it's about to be very dangerous. So let's put that away in case anyone springs on us. Alrighty. So we're definitely down to not much health. But we now have enough calories to last a couple of days of recovery before we try and get out of here. We are also almost exhausted enough to sleep fully all the way through. What else can we do to warm up? Can make some of these up.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
I think it was the running carrying kilograms of meat. Can be quite tiring, Will. Excellent. Now, let's just get that trunk back. Where's that trunk? What else can we dump in here that we don't need? Don't need a cattail head. I think we'll keep all of these things on us. Probably make another improvised hat before too long. Could probably drop that ruined food now that we have a deer. And we'll tear up a couple of those. Alrighty. So it's definitely way too cold until the middle of the day. So we really do want to stay up as late as we can. nothing else we can make that's worth it. Will it let us make another one of those in the dark? Awesome. So we're the better one. Harvest that one. Alright. So. That's that fireplace. Which means here's the other bed. We started the day at about 33%. I doubt we're going to end up much higher than about 50. Even if we make it to 50. Yeah, I think we might have just been over 50. Alrighty. So, we're now fully rested. We could do a bunch of cooking. Definitely got nothing on us. This weather looks terrible. Sure get cold quick out there. That is absolutely for certain. Last time in the bed. So what I'm interested in is what's up that log bridge. Is it something you have to climb that log for? Is there anything worthwhile up there? Certainly a bit of a lure for me. It's minus 31 degrees. We don't even make it there before we get cold. Are there any cattails? So it looks like some impassable scrub brush to get in there. Time to turn around and go back though for the cold. Or is that the way down from the other little scrub brush? Is there any purpose in that? Is it maybe meant to be a place you can kind of trap the wolves and get them on your terms?
Wait. I'm so cold and warming up again.
Alright. Okay. Going to need to cook up some of that deer before too long. If I just do that now.
Come on.
Okay, so we'll grab that water. I want to make up a bunch of teas before we can leave. And that piece is actually cooked, so we'll eat that.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind. Goddamn freezing.
All the same size. So I dare say you can find a rifle, probably on that in some of the lower modes. That would be my guess. Can't chop that lamp. Might as well.
I might have to drop some gear.
Let's drop in one of these cans. This area where this hut is looks like a prime spot where rabbits should live behind it as well, but I haven't seen any yet. 1 hour 40 on that.
Too much stuff to carry.
Okay. Alright, so it's minus 26 now. It's not quite the middle of the day. Still curious about that area. Alright. So we've got enough food if we potentially get blizzarded in for an extra day. I mean, I do want to try and get out of this zone sooner rather than later, but I don't want to rush it. And we've got food here and no food at the other end, so much better off eating as much of this as we can before we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is... just going to make up a bit more water in that one too. Oh, hang on. All right. Oops. So we should be getting towards a warmer part of the day. So what we got now? We've got 2.5 litres. Quick look outside. Still minus 20, but huge amounts of that is, actually no, not huge amounts of that are wind chill. Only a little bit. It doesn't seem accidental that this stuff is here. Let's drink one of these hot ones while we do this. We're going to get cold and our torch is going to go out. Now can I get actually up here? I can get up here, that's great.
I need to drop something.
Alright. So maybe not as interesting as I thought, other than potentially a place to lose the wolves, or slow them down, or confuse them.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Drop down there. Okay. Well, now I know at least. Interesting.
Never felt so cold in my life.
This side has no scrub brush, okay. Ah, but it's a drop off. Interesting. There's some pathing mechanics for the wolves on that. Alright. Alright, quick warm up again. Okay. Sounds like a blizzard coming in again. Close to it. It's a little bit more exploring I would have liked to have done, but I don't really want to go out in this. Thought there might be something interesting here, but it doesn't really look it. Not a very eventful episode so far, but we're coming back from a long way behind, so just doing a bit of the waiting around and healing isn't such a bad thing. We'll pass time for another hour. See if that wind dies down at all, which doesn't sound like it has at all. gonna be a struggle coming home against that wind. Some more scrub brush for no apparent reason. Something hiding under that. Oh, there's some Timberwolf just over there, doing a little spin in that area. So we will just go this way.
Some place to escape this cold. Damn, freezing.
We didn't check at the end of the landslide of the road on the way up here, and I don't know if anything actually good spawns there, but seems like a likely spot. So I do have an idea about how I want to try and leave this zone. I want to, looks like there's a little climb up in the corner that takes you up a little path, but there's scrub brush in the way, and I think it joins you to the other side of the map, around the little peninsula. But I've not been that way. I tried to go there with another character that didn't have a hatchet, and being scrub brush in the way, you can imagine I didn't get very far. So I'd like to go with this character, but the wolves own that bit, so I think what I'm going to have to do is go the long way around, back via the huts on the dock, which is a bit of a trek, but we can warm up in the dock, and hopefully we don't get another blizzard in the meantime, because that will bottom out our food. Got a bit of weight on us. Some of it's things like this, which I think will... I don't know if we should bother keeping this on us or not. Few things to try and bring with, but I don't know if we 100% will. I'd like to bring a little bit more fuel with us too. Don't think we quite got enough days in a row of food really for a well-fed bonus. Not really sure if there's much we want to leave. I mean, these things are heavy, but you know, we've got a kilo of flares on us, but I don't think we really want to give them away. We've got a decent amount of, 5 kilos of sticks. So we could leave a little bit of that behind, but if we wanted to do something ridiculous like fishing or something in the hut, if we got locked in, we'd be up against it in regard to that. Still not quite tired enough. Just to warm up. There's really nothing more productive we can do other than just do stuff to waste time until it's time to leave. This zone is so harsh. Minus 25 wind chill. Are we out of the wind anywhere? So it feels like minus 20 when we're out of the wind. It was like minus 34 in the wind. That is hard. Quite a brutal zone, but pretty. That is for sure. Anything else we can do? I'd imagine we've spent enough time indoors that it's going to try and hit us with some cabin fever before too long.
Can't feel my feet.
Alright. Well, I think we just do a tiny bit of indoor lumberjacking. Uses a heap of calories though. Like somewhere around here should be this table. An hour and 57 minutes. I don't even think we got that much light left, so I don't think that's going to really be doable. Right. Let us do a repair. Will we get one in? Alright. 100% bedroll. Which we would just use as a glorified. Need to find our way. Are you table? That's the way to the bedroom. Right. I'm actually just going to pass time for 3 hours. Get a bit more tired. Certainly thirsty work playing solitaire in the dark. Past time for 2 more.
Need to close my eyes.
And now I'm going to sleep for the 10. We'll call that the end of the episode. And the next one, I'll see if we can get out of this joint. Alrighty, thanks. See you next time.